That dude parked it under its tree, under that tree every day of its life, guaranteed. All right, so this is the new project. It'll be spread out over a few months because I'm not really ready to do everything at once, financially and time-wise. But I know a bunch of people had asked, and they were wanting to know what the plans were with it. So it's a 96 crew cab long bed Ford, F350. My goal was to find a 95 to 97, I think they even made them late 97, F350 single wheel. It's pretty hard to do. And I also wanted crew cab and long bed, which makes it even harder. So when I found this, I was really stoked because the price was really good, but it has a gas 351 in it, not even the 460. It's fine though, because I'm swapping everything out anyways. But a truck in this condition with a power stroke, with the miles that are on it, would probably be 15 to 20,000, and I paid like less than 3,000 bucks for this. So pretty stoked on that. No rust, super clean. The paint's even still shines really well. All the bumpers are pretty much untouched. It was missing the tailgate because the guy towed a fifth wheel with it. I can't imagine that he even was able to tow a fifth wheel with this motor. I tried to tow my 24-foot single car hauler with my 318 on it, and it was struggling to get down the highway and pinging like insane. But either way, all that's getting pulled out and changed because I'm going to put a Cummins motor in it. I picked up an 02 Cummins truck that you guys probably saw the video on, the grossest truck I've ever seen in my life. So the plans with this are to put that motor and trans and most of that wiring harness into this truck while keeping the Ford accessories like power steering pump, air conditioning, and pretty much everything else. It'll be converting it over to OBD2, even though this is a 96. The F350s didn't come in OBD2 in 96. Since they were like a 1-ton truck, that got pushed back till 99. So it'll be pretty extensive swap wiring wise, but I'm going to pretty much keep it mostly Dodge on the wiring and the engine relation. And then we'll do NV5600 trans 6-speed. I kind of wanted an auto, so that might change. But I think I'll probably put it in and drive it for a little while, and then when I want to change it over, I'll swap over like an Allison or something like that. But for the sake of getting it into the truck, running, driving, and getting this piece of crap gasser motor out of here, I'll deal with having it be just a 6-speed manual for a little while, which won't be really too big of a problem. I plan on keeping the truck forever, so it might at some point get an auto put back in it. What else? We're gonna do some sound in this thing. I have my buddy down at Toby Speakers building a custom box for it that'll hold 2 full-size 10s behind the back seat and hopefully have complete function of the rear seat still. We got with ARC audio on some amps and speakers for it, some components. So it should be a pretty nice system overall. More for clarity, not for like blowing people's eardrums out. Or sounding better in the car in front of you than the car you're listening to it in. But yeah, so we're going to be pretty much converting this thing to being my normal everyday towing truck, and I'll probably be selling the Eco Diesel fairly soon, maybe this year, maybe later this year. So yeah, so that's the plan with this build, and we've already been started with it, putting headlights and corners on it and some taillights on it that are retrofits of factory taillights on the old truck, but with the current shape to them, with the LED inside. I put a radio in it and some side steps and tried to make a little horse hollered out, but nothing too crazy. I'm probably going to end up maybe just doing a small lift on it so I can fit some 33s on some nice wheels. And I just got a tailgate, and then I'm going to drop off at Chanel's place to get painted as soon as I get another one, because I got it and it has a huge dent in it, so they're going to send me another one. Yeah, but keeping it simple, classic, nothing too crazy, but getting the right power plant in there, so that's the plan. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys have done a Cummins swap to a OBS Ford like this, please give me any knowledge that you know on accessories or little swap techniques. That would be really cool. because I'm kind of diving in, only really reading what's on the internet. And yeah, should be good. And let me know what you guys think. I think it's the best truck and probably close to the best motor combo that I could put in it. I was wanting to put a common rail Cummins in it, but they're just too expensive and it puts me out of my budget for what I want to do. So 24 valve VP pump Cummins is going in it. So a couple things to take note of on this truck is it has a front receiver. So I would think that's for like either a front rack for when they were going camping, because you can't have like a rack on the back, so maybe they put their bikes or coolers or something on the front, or they maybe towed it behind something like a flat tow type deal. If you guys maybe have some other ideas, let me know on that. I don't know, like I don't really have a use for it, but I guess I could like put a bike rack on it and have it in front. That could be interesting. Or maybe we can, since it'll be like a work truck deal, I can make a vise or a tool thing that slides in there so you can work on stuff. Don't get smoked, bro. So that's interesting. I put these new headlights on. They're like eBay specials. I want to get some amber signals for in there, so that way when they're just sitting and not on, it will actually light that up a little bit amber. I prefer amber, but the stock ones were just hammered. What else? It's got the factory Alcoas, which is cool. I'll probably end up selling these because I won't really have a use for them. The truck is two-wheel drive because that's what I prefer. At some point, somebody put like F-150 mirrors on it, and the holes are still there for the factory like stainless mirrors. I'd like to find some of those if anybody has some. I'd like to put them back on the truck and then probably fill these. I might do the factory two-tone, but with vinyl wrap. Not sure. Been like thinking about doing it with the factory gold color or maybe even the factory teal. Kind of just feeling that out and figuring out what I want to do. Inside's pretty clean. It's had like a little bit of wear here that's been fixed, but obviously millions of pine needles because that's where I live. Other than that, it's actually a really clean interior. I haven't had time to do anything but kind of just do like a quick carpet and vacuum and stuff. But yeah, I've got some paint back here for the tailgate that's going to get done. I just bought a gallon because I figured there's going to be other stuff I'm going to need to paint, and I want that to be paint matched perfect, so later on when I need to paint stuff, I can do that. All the doors and jambs are really tight. A couple little dings and dents here and there, but the body overall is extremely straight. Like I said, there's fifth wheel rails in the back. I won't ever really do anything with a fifth wheel, but gooseneck I might, so I left those rails in there, so that way if I need to get a gooseneck deal later on. Rear bumper has like a weird bow to it. Looks like it's just been like tapped a couple times. So I might be able to get that like hammered straight. Put those tailgate on. And these lights are pretty cool. I'll show you these. So this is like the 2017 and newer truck. It has that LED in there. It's not like anything crazy. It's just meant to like give it a little bit of an updated look. I got those off eBay, and the guy that I got them from, who makes them in his like garage, actually sent me an email. Like he was stoked, he knew who I was, and like asked for a job. So if you're watching, I forwarded that to the right people, so just in case we needed anything CNC or whatnot. He goes to school at Oklahoma State, and he's on their race team there, which maybe is a Formula SAE team or something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A couple little things here and there that I'm still going to take care of. I really want to get rid of this ugly thing. Get a real tailgate on there. It's a shaved one, so it won't have the big silver Ford thing on there, just plain white. And possibly the two-tone when I get to there. I don't really think there's anything else to be noted about it. It's pretty much all stock. Has an EO4D or E4OD trans that was redone. Works, seems to be good, but I don't think it's going to hold to the power of the Cummins or the torque, I mean. But we'll see. Plan on just keeping the Cummins fairly stock. Just do like a air dog pump and maybe like a GTX 4088 turbo on it, just because the turbo that's on it has a ton of miles. It's pretty worn out, and I have some laying around. So put that turbo on there. I think it'll be sized really good for around town stuff. I might even go a little bit smaller and put like a GTW 38 on it. Again, if you guys out there have a Cummins and it's modded, let me know like what the ideal size turbo is, and maybe I can see what I got to match it up with. But cool. Again, let me know what the deal is, and comment, like, subscribe. Let me know. I want to build this. It's going to be totally different than every other build I've done, so it should be pretty neat. Minivan life! You gonna take your kids to soccer in this thing, or what? You can take like 10 of them. Do fog lights work?
Yeah.
So you get one headlight and fog lights.
No, they both work.
Do they?
Yeah.
You guys would not believe how fast this thing is. It's definitely got some sort of mods done to it. I think it would beat this truck. 660cc turbo versus 5.4 liter truck motor. So was that 351 cubic inch versus how many cubic inches is 660cc? My brain, the math. I don't know, I give up. I have to pull out the calculator for that. Later, nerds.